Most people in spirituality believe they are getting closer to truth because they are learning more about it. More books, more teachings, more terminology. But when it comes to the monad, something strange happens. The more someone knows about it, the further away they often become from actually approaching it. Because the monad cannot be reached through knowledge, and that's where most seekers unknowingly go wrong. The word monad has become popular in spiritual and philosophical circles. People discuss it in terms of metaphysics, non-duality, theology, and ancient philosophy. It appears in the writings of mystics, Neoplatonists, and even modern consciousness studies. But there is a crucial distinction that very few people recognize. There is a massive difference between knowing about the monad and approaching it. Knowing about the monad is an activity of the mind. Approaching the monad is the quieting of the mind altogether. And once you see this difference clearly, your entire spiritual path begins to change. Let's begin. To know about something means the mind has formed a concept. The moment the mind hears the word monad, it begins constructing an idea. It imagines the source of reality, the absolute unity, the ultimate consciousness. But this is still just mental representation. The mind cannot help itself. Its nature is to interpret, categorize, and explain. So it builds an image of the monad, a beautiful image, a profound image, but still an image. And the moment an image exists, the mind has already created distance between itself and what it imagines. The knower stands here. The concept stands there. And the mind believes understanding the concept is the same as touching the truth. But the monad cannot be turned into an object of knowledge, because the moment it becomes an object, it is no longer the monad. Ironically, the spiritual seeker often becomes more separated from reality the more knowledge they accumulate. They begin to believe, I understand non-duality. I know what the monad is. I grasp ultimate reality. But this confidence is often just spiritualized thinking. The mind has simply decorated itself with higher concepts. It is still the same mind, still interpreting, still dividing, still standing apart from what it seeks. And this creates one of the biggest paradoxes of the spiritual path. The more you know, the harder it becomes to see. Because knowledge begins to function like a filter. Reality is no longer encountered directly. It is compared against what the mind believes it already understands. Approaching the monad does not mean gaining more information. It means losing the need to interpret reality. When the mind relaxes its constant labeling, when the inner commentary begins to quiet, when experience is no longer divided into observer and observed, something extraordinary begins to happen. Reality starts revealing itself without mediation. Not as a concept, not as a theory, but as direct presence. Approaching the monad is not about climbing a ladder of knowledge. It is about allowing the ladder to fall away entirely. Because the monad is not something the mind eventually understands. It is what remains when the mind stops trying to understand. This is why many of the greatest mystics spoke in paradox. They say things like, truth is beyond words. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. The ultimate reality cannot be thought. These statements are not poetic exaggerations. They are precise observations. The mind works through distinction, but the monad is prior to distinction. Thought divides. The monad is indivisible. Thought creates distance. The monad is absolute immediacy. So the closer one comes to silence, not forced silence, but natural stillness, the closer one stands to what the monad actually is. The final shift happens when something very subtle begins to dissolve. The sense of being the one who knows. The mind no longer tries to grasp reality. It no longer tries to explain it. It no longer tries to possess it through understanding. Instead, there is simply awareness itself. Undivided, self-luminous, effortless. And in that moment, something extraordinary becomes obvious. The monad was never something to approach, because there was never distance from it to begin with. The mind created the illusion of distance. The silence reveals the absence of it. So the real question is not, how can I learn more about the monad? The deeper question becomes, what in me is constantly trying to turn reality into knowledge? Because the moment that movement slows, the moment interpretation relaxes, the moment awareness simply rests as itself, the difference between knowing about the monad and approaching it disappears. And what remains is something far more profound than understanding. Direct being. If this journey spoke to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone ready to experience life beyond thought. Comment below, what shifted in your perception while listening to this? I read every comment. If you would like to support my work directly, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/magnumopus333. Or you can explore some original merchandise at my Teespring store online. The link is in the description below. Remember, your consciousness is the key that unlocks reality. Let's keep unlocking it. Together. Thank you for watching. Until next time.